Hello everybody, Scotia here. I'm a bit late with this stream because I was sorting out stuff IRL. I was starting momentarily. I just need to quickly finish setting up. Um, yeah. So just give me a couple of minutes. Obviously, I didn't schedule this in advance because I didn't know when I was going to finish doing what I was just doing. So yeah, I'll let people join the stream and all that and get started in a minute. So yeah, until then, we'll be back in a minute. Okay, I'm back. I'll give it a couple more minutes just to let people, see the tweet. I'll just put the tweet up. I'll sort the chat out, so hopefully that should pop up once people start typing. But yeah, finally, Kim Jae Hoon. Man, very long awaited. Obviously, if you've been following my channel, follow me on social media and stuff like that, you'll know that this has been since before this game was even announced. This has been the character I wanted in this game the most. He was my main in Mark of the Wolves. He's probably my favorite Fatal Fury character overall. In fact, there's no maybe, he definitely is. A lot of love for Kim Jae Hoon. Always been a fan of him. Always loved him and Dong Hwan. So, it's always felt weird to have Dong Hwan but not Jae Hoon. And I would feel the same if Jae Hoon was in the base roster and Dong Hwan was DLC. It'd be weird. But, finally, both games are here. Oh, wow. Thank you so much for the donation. Loose Boost, I suppose. Yeah. For that amount of money, yeah, I think I'll have to definitely agree. Thank you so much, man. I really appreciate that. I didn't have to do that. Also, as well, hello, Caesar. Yeah, so yeah, I'm really hyped for this one. Really been waiting a long time to get this guy in the game. Hopefully, I'm not rusty as shit with Jaehoon because it's been a while since I've really played Mark of the Wolves. I did mess around with him a bit this morning when he came out, and he's pretty fun. Very definitely very familiar from his Mark of the Wolves days, but obviously as I get more of an idea of how he plays, I'll I'll see in a bit more detail what's changed about him because apparently stuff has changed. But yeah, let's just get into it. I think we should be good enough to go. Let's go for it.
Since the fall of East Howard, the city of Southtown has never been the same. Its people have grown complacent, and once fearsome warriors roam the streets like stray dogs. And though his legacy remains here in my city, in Southtown with fangs that bite, with claws that tear, with the ruthlessness and undying spirit of a true warrior. Come to King of Fighters. Who will inherit the legacy of the fallen emperor? Let the last wolves of this city determine that for themselves. Stroha. After an impressive display at the last tournament, Kim Jae Hoon became
Nice.
the pride of his family's dojo. So imagine his surprise when his father had Jae Hoon spar with his own brother, the genius slacker, Kim Dong-hwan. Many years had come and gone since the brothers' last serious bout. Though he battled with all his might, victory slipped through Jae Hoon's fingers. Though his skills were the sharper of the pairs, his soft heart held him back. The same could not be said for Dong-hwan. Their father, Kim Kap-hwan, said that Jae Hoon's kindness may have been his true strength, but would be his undoing in battle. For many in the world of martial arts, mercy is a signal only of disrespect. This perceived shortcut eats away at Jae Hoon to this day. Determined to rid himself of this weakness and show his true, undulled potential, Jae Hoon vows to face Dong-hwan in the greatest arena of all, King of Fighters.
Cool. I wonder if that fight that Jae Hoon lost that he was talking about there, I wonder if that's their fight, the rival battle they have in Mark of the Wolves. So I wonder if that's like Jae Hoon does well in the tournament, eventually gets eliminated, comes back to the dojo, Kap-hwan makes Dong-hwan and Jae Hoon fight, and then that's when Dong-hwan beats Jae Hoon, maybe? Oh, hey. Yeah, I'm doing okay. Yeah, I was a bit late, because I was just sorting something out, real life wise, and I didn't know how long it was going to take, so I was just kind of winging it, really. So yeah, that's why there was no scheduled thing, because normally I schedule the stream so people at least have an idea of when I'm starting. So I just kind of just had to hope people would just kind of find the stream themselves whenever I went live. So not ideal, but yeah, other than that, I'm fine. Yeah, doing alright. Happy that Jae Hoon's here. Still reeling from the Alex trailer yesterday. Yeah, can't really complain, to be honest. Oh, damn it. Yeah, definitely. Really good start to the year for me. Jae Hoon this month. And then Alex in March. And even then, Geese isn't a character particularly, is a favourite of mine, but I'm still pretty hyped for Geese. In February next month. That'll be pretty cool. no, no. Please hit. Yes! I feel like there's a part of that super that's missing. I don't mind the super. Obviously, I know it's a reference to something that Kim does in the Fatal Fury OVA. But it just feels like there's a cut, like there's a specific shot from that super that's missing with like the actual impact. But other than that, I don't mind it.
Better start from the ground up. Over here.
Round one. Get ready. Fight. Round two. Get ready. Fight.
Feeling like a proud older brother right now. Oh, I mean, I never noticed how much taller you've gotten.
That's nice.
Round one. Get ready.
To be honest, I kind of just don't really expect anything from Street Fighter 6's story at this point. I very much just don't think, like, and this isn't even like an Alex thing, like, oh, you know, how dare they not continue the story of 3 and Alex. Like, I just for anybody, like, I just don't think anybody in Street Fighter 6 is actually, like, gonna get anything really story-wise. I mean, Ken was a character that was, like, got a literal prequel comic, and, like, nothing even really happens in the, like, in the story of him. Like, he gets no conclusion or anything like that. Like, nothing really happens. I don't know what the hell they're doing with G. Like, that whole storyline just doesn't matter. So, like, the entire, like, last half of Street Fighter 5 story currently just didn't matter, because there's just nothing from him in the game currently. If he's not if G's not in year 4, then, like, I really do wonder, like, what the point of it, like, of all that was, because it's just like, you know, kind of like, what are we doing here? Yeah, I'm not really expecting anything from that, like, from the Secret Society storyline in 6. I think Alex will probably, at best, he'll mention it in his World Tour dialogues when you max out his bond in World Tour. I think he'll probably mention it. We might get some artwork of, like, him fighting Gil or something. I think that's it, really. I think because it's just the way it's just the way it is for every other character in Street Fighter 6. Like all they really do is just they just talk about what things they did in the past, in like past Street Fighter games. So like I'm not really expecting anything to really move on plot wise. I just expect a lot of just recapping, basically just Alex going like, hey, here's the thing I did in this game, like here's something I did, you know, this is a memory from 5, this is a memory from 3. This is a memory from between 3, you know, 5 and 3, or this is a memory between 3 and 6, or this is a memory from my childhood, stuff like that. I think we'll get plenty of that, which is still cool. I'm still interested in seeing that stuff, but in terms of like actual, like plot progression, not at all. Like I really do not think we're gonna get anything like that because it's just not what Capcom are doing with this game. The closest thing to plot progression we've gotten is, like you said, Bison coming back and Shadow coming back, but like it's literally just a repeat of Street Fighter 2, so it's like, or 4, or 2 and 4 and whatever, and Alpha and all the other games. So it's like it's not even really progression; it's regression more, like, because it's just the same shit we've done before. So it's like it's not even really, you know, progressing forwards. It's just going back to the bog standard status quo, except Bison just looks homeless now. So yeah, you know, I'm not really expecting any progression, like I said, but I think the most I'm really hoping for is that they just mention it. At least they just Alex talks about, you know, I did this, like Gil got beat up by Gil, I went and I fought Gil, you know, I beat Gil. That's the thing. It's like honestly, I've been thinking about so on and off. Like I don't even know if they're even gonna like acknowledge the fact that Alex is technically the current World Warrior champion, or if they're gonna be like, oh yeah, he like lost that title between, you know, 3 and 6, or like they're just probably just not even gonna mention it, and that's just a thing that just remains in kind of like lore limbo of like, is that even a thing anymore? Who knows? Damn it. Because that's, I mean, interested in seeing if they'll acknowledge, because technically in the lore, because as far as I know, nobody's actually in Street Fighter 6 has been said to like, this character is the World Warrior champion. Because I thought they might do it with like Luke. They might go like, oh yeah, Luke is the World Warrior champion, and like he won at some point between 5 and 6. But they've not even done anything like that. Like as far as I know, Alex should technically still be the World Warrior champion. So I don't, yeah. So I don't, but I don't know if they'll even mention that. Like they genuinely just might not even bring it up because it's like, well, you know, we don't want people to think Alex is on the same level as Ryu. And go, no, can't do that. And yeah, 100%, you're completely right. Well, why should they like stray from that? Because it's what works. Oh, rival.
All this muscle in your fingers. What an impressive specimen.
Whoa, hands off! Who do you think you are?
Oh, sorry about that. I'm Preacher, a researcher. I was so fascinated by your techniques that I guess I couldn't help but get a closer look.
Oh, you're interested in Taekwondo?
No, Taekwondo is fine, but it's specifically your techniques. You clearly inherited them from your father, but for some reason you're the only practitioner of that style who is capable of producing fire. Curious indeed.
I've always wondered how I could do it too. And you think you can figure it out?
I do, but I'll need a bit more data to finalize a hypothesis. And hey, it seems like we're in luck. We're in the finals. What do you say? Are you ready to start the match?
A match? You want to fight me? But you're...
I'm not just a researcher. I'm a disciple of Joe Higashi. Your father knows him.
My father? I guess you do have a fighter's build, now that you mention it.
Why, thank you. Now you know you don't have to hold back.
In that case, I accept your challenge. Let's go!
Nice.
Get ready, fight!
I don't know why this is happening on Hotaru's stage and not, you know, Preacher's stage, but okay. Damn it. Nice.
Wait! Next! Round 2! Get ready, fight!
Damn it. I've got my ass kicked this round. Ah, damn, I did that way too soon. Yeah, no, that was fucked. I completely fucked that. Yeah, no. One thing I really did appreciate, to be honest, that I didn't mention in the reaction trailer because I didn't think about it until afterwards, is I like how you can kind of break down Alex's like designs, like his first two outfits in Street Fighter 6 is obviously his outfit 1 and outfit 2. You can kind of break that down as like heel Alex and face Alex. So like heel Alex is obviously outfit 1. But I like how basically the World Tour cutscene implies that like when he's not in the ring performing, like he still wears the Street Fighter 3 look, and I like how that's kind of like that's the real Alex. Like I like that kind of implication. I don't know if they intended for it to be like that. Like I don't know if they intended it to be seen like that, but that's how I'm kind of viewing it, and I do like that. I do like that the real Alex, which is i.e. Street Fighter 3 design, is like his real self. Damn it. How the hell did I get that? Yeah, so I do think that's a really cool detail. Like, I think you can kind of split it as like if you want heel Alex when he's performing in the ring in front of a crowd, like that's the outfit 1. But if you want the real Alex,
Truly remarkable. If only my brother could stop it.
if you want the real Alex, like the person that's not like that's behind the heel persona, like that's the outfit 2. That's the Street Fighter 3 look. I quite like that. Again, don't know if that was intentional on Capcom's part, but that's how I'm choosing to see it.
So how about it? Any idea how my flames work?
Yes and no. It's not quite what I hypothesized. There are several factors at play, but essentially, your flame should be thought of as a manifestation of your spirit.
So it's like I'm fired up inside and it's spilling out or something?
A frustratingly unscientific conclusion, but that's where we're at.
That sounds just like you, Jae Hoon. Donghwan, what are you doing here? Well, I didn't get to see you during the tournaments. And I really wanted to face you, so, you know, I figured. So you're here to fight? You know it. Remember when we sparred the other day and Dad kept pushing you harder and harder? I figured I'd be able to fight the real you next time. So here I am. Yeah, Dad really opened my eyes. I guess you noticed? Of course. That's not what got me all fired up. Seeing you fight like you meant it just now. Come on, Jae Hoon. Let's rumble!
A fight between Jae Hoon and Donghwan. This sounds like a recipe for some amazing data.
sorry to have made you wait so long, Dongfan. But the wait is over. I promise I'll hit you with everything I've got!
Round one. Get ready. Fight.
I got you!
Round two. Get ready. Fight.
Oh wow, I can't believe that actually still hit him. Oh, not enough. Nice.
See, I keep telling you to stay on top of your training, but you never listen. That does it. We're going up to the mountains to train with Dad.
I kind of like how, in a way, I don't know if that means like Jae Hoon is pushing them to go into the mountains to train with Kim Kaphwan, or like is Kim the one that tells them to go into the mountains? Because if it's the latter, that's very funny because in KOF 14 and 15, especially 15, Kim is like terrified of Gang Il because Gang Il is the one that makes him go train in the mountains. So it's kind of funny in that sense if Kim's the one that pushes them. Like, you know, in the canon Fatal Fury ones, like he's the Gang Il. You know, at this point in the timeline, I think that's pretty funny. Let's see his ending then.
And that's that. Winner is Jae Hoon.
Yay, Jae Hoon won.
All right then. You could have made mincemeat out of me at any time, but you just had to drag it out, didn't you? That's mean. I guess even you're not above fighting a little dirty from time to time, are ya? Sorry. I know you like to finish a fight with flair, but I'm the boring one, I guess. Hey, don't apologize. It's just the way you fight. No harm in that. Yeah, I know. I just wish my style had more in common with yours. Fundamentals are important, obviously, but I guess I don't feel very creative. Come on, man. If you saw someone else working their butt off, would you say that they're garbage or they don't deserve what they've got? Obviously not. I'd tell them they were amazing. Well, that's the thing. You are amazing, Jae Hoon. I don't know about that. It's just, I'd be so much cooler if I had talent like you, Donghwan.
It isn't bad, Jae Hoon.
Yeah, seriously. Poor guy doesn't know himself at all. I don't think I'm following. Dude, you work harder than anyone I've ever met. If that doesn't count as amazing, I don't know what does. But working hard is the only thing I can do. Besides, aren't you the one who's always telling me I'm overdoing it or something? Yo, didn't you examine his muscles earlier? What's your data say?
Oh, they're wonderful. Perfect condition, tremendous strength balanced with impressive flexibility. I'd hesitate to say there's an ideal body for a fighter, but he might come the closest.
Wow.
See what I'm saying? From day one, all you've done is practice, practice, practice. Most people would eventually give up for any number of reasons. But not you. Never you. Always keep pushing forward. If you ask me, and I know you didn't, I'd say that your tenacity is a superpower all on its own.
I agree. Besides, you don't work hard because you want to get stronger, do you? That's always been who you are. That's what sets you apart from the rest.
That's right. That's why you're the one who was given Dad's techniques. It'd be impossible for me. I'd have to change everything to match my style.
Don't want. Preacher. Thank you
No.
so much. That makes me feel a lot better.
Hey, don't cry. You won after all. Besides, we're only just getting started. I'm sure we've got a rematch waiting for us just around the corner.
Ooh, now that sounds like a good time. I'll bring a measuring instrument or three and join you. Then I can record the energy output from when your fire and lightning collide. Ooh.
Preacher's so funny.
You know, I'm actually a little embarrassed. To think I got my very own pep talk from a couple of self-proclaimed geniuses.
Hey, did you hear that?
Pardon me, Mr. Jae Hoon, but I don't recall ever using the word genius to describe myself. It kinda... no. It really makes my blood boil when people call me that.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to imply that you're pretentious or anything. Honest.
Oh yeah? Well, this self-proclaimed genius wants a three-man rematch right now. What do you think about that, SPG number 2? Get down?
Brilliant idea! I'll show you how a real genius fights!
I'm sorry! Get back here!
I like how it's kind of a repeat of Dong Hwan's ending from Mark of the Wolves.
My style might not be flashy, but it's mine. Taekwondo really is the best.
That was really nice. I think a nice bit of reassurance for Jae Hoon. That was really cool. Right, it's
City of the Wolves.
episode of Southtown time now, which I truthfully hate streaming because it's a lot of talking of like just random dialogue between fights, but I'll try my best for Jae Hoon's sake. I'll look at the gallery.
Movies. EOST.
Together, we will keep the peace.
I'll start it in a minute. I just need to check something somewhere. Okay, let's do Southtown. Actually, I do want to check something first. No, it's not this one. Battle settings? Oh, nice. I was wondering what the name of Jae Hoon's theme was in this game, but it's Greater Heights. That's really cool. Yes, this is what I was looking for. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I'll keep that one. Hello.
EOST.
Together, we will keep. Dad, watch this.
Kim Jae Hoon, highly driven Taekwondo practitioner, is the son of Kim Kap-won, famed evil-busting Taekwondo master. Jae Hoon has both a strong sense of justice and a gentle disposition, a rare and pleasant combination that earns him the deepest respect. He devotes himself to researching the history of Taekwondo, but this desire to learn isn't simply motivated by a desire to improve his craft. He has a genuine thirst for knowledge, that of a true scholar. On top of that, Jae Hoon always seeks to better himself and has inherited his father's desire to spread Taekwondo throughout the world. Yeah, the snake's really funny. In short, he's the ideal student, and this ideal student happens to have an older brother, Taekwondo prodigy Kim Dong-hwan. Dong-hwan is Jae Hoon's polar opposite, lively, rowdy, and prone to teasing his little brother. Under the watchful and strict eyes of their father, both brothers have forged their own paths as Taekwondo practitioners. Yet they have done so from completely different directions. Jae Hoon has inherited his father's discipline and never misses his daily practice. Dong-hwan, however, sometimes skips practice in favour of picking up curls instead. Even so, he's a genuine prodigy when it comes to fighting. While others might be envious of such a talented sibling, Jae Hoon isn't that kind of person. He deeply admires his older brother. In spite of their differences, they share a strong brotherly bond, often hanging out together as siblings are prone to do. As it so happens, today is one of those days. Cool. Oh, I saw the preview for this one. The two brothers have made plans to meet in town. Jae Hoon, ever responsible, arrives at their meeting spot exactly 22 minutes early. He glances at the nearest clock and lets out a sigh. I hope Dong-hwan actually shows, and hopefully he hasn't overslept. Dong-hwan tends to be late, and Jae Hoon expects it at this point, but he hopes that today he'll manage to arrive relatively on time. And that's because... My bad, dude, my bad. Sorry, Jae Hoon, I kept you waiting. Dong-hwan rushes over and gestures apologetically. Jae Hoon stares and crosses his arms, perfectly replicating the pose and aura their father adopts whenever he's furious. Are you mad? Yes, Dong-hwan, I'm mad. You're 7 minutes late. Just 7 minutes, though. You mean a whole 7 minutes. I, on the other hand, arrived a good. But Dong-hwan cuts him off before he can finish his lecture. Yikes, dude, when you're angry, you seriously start to look and sound just like Dad. Dong-hwan assesses him and grins. I do not. Dad's way scarier than this when he's mad at you. Wow, he'll be thrilled to know you said that. What? No, don't tell him, Dong-hwan. Jae Hoon's intense demeanour instantly melts away at his brother's joking threat. See, this is why I wanted these two in the game from the start, man. I just... It baffles me that they had Dong-hwan in this. Or just any brother without the other. You know? It's just such a great relationship, and it's such a shame it's taken this long to finally get it in the game. Ranzone. Yeah, that's true. Well, we're late, so let's get going. Dong-hwan promptly takes off at a run. You're the one who was late. Hey, wait up. Jae Hoon hurries to catch up to his brother. Today, Dong Hwan has planned something special for Jae Hoon. Jae Hoon is an animal lover. He particularly adores small animals like rabbits, martins, and hamsters. The simple sight of anything small, cute, and fluffy is enough to fully distract him, even during his training exercises. Naturally, as his brother, Dong Hwan is fully aware of this. So today's plans are all about making his little brother happy. Jae Hoon didn't truly think that Dong Hwan would specifically make plans for him and forget, but his earnest nature makes him prone to anxiety. Several days earlier, he heard about that new rabbit cafe just opened up in Central City. Been thinking about making a reservation. What do you say, my man? You're in, right? Jae Hoon's reaction to the mention of rabbits was anything but subtle. His eyes practically sparkled in anticipation. In fact, his whole body emanated an aura of excitement. It was a rarity for Jae Hoon to get this excited about anything that wasn't training. And so they reserved themselves a spot without so much as a second thought. Back at the present... Oh, sorry, I'm going to yawn again. Sorry. Dong Hwan carefully pores over a map of the area. No sign of the cafe on it, maybe because it's only new. This way, I think, maybe. Ignoring the map, Dong Hwan picks a direction and starts walking. Dong Hwan, wait up. Jae Hoon scrambles after him, something he soon finds himself doing a lot. Alright, as always, we're going to find the golden fighter. Before that, though... There you go. Hello. Yeah, he's really good. Yeah, I've been enjoying him a lot. It's definitely... There's a lot of similarity to me from Mark of the Wolves, because I used to main... Well, I say used to. Whenever I play Mark of the Wolves, I always play Jae Hoon. So there's a lot of There's a lot of familiarity there, and I'm enjoying him a lot. He looks great. Really happy with how his model turned out. Oh, thank you so much. That really means a lot. Thank you. That's really nice of you to say. Thank you. Sick. Damn it. Dead. Yeah. Damn it, I didn't even... I should have just done a super there. Oh, you bastard. Dead, yeah. Yeah, nice. That wasn't too bad. But I'll go do that 3 more times. 2 more times, sorry. I love that wind post so much. I'm so glad they brought it back.
That's a true friend.
Right, let's find the next highest one. So it's this, it's these two, isn't it? It's this one and then the level 4 down there. Oh. Wait, is it a 20 experience? No, yeah, it will be then.
With your help, I can do anything.
Final round. Get ready. Fight. Jae Hoon wins.
Next.
Thanks for encouraging everyone to subscribe. I appreciate it. Yeah, I'm doing good. I'm excited. Jae Hoon's finally in the game. I've been having a lot of fun with him. Been enjoying looking back at the Alex stuff as well for Street Fighter 6. So it's been a good couple of days. Yeah, so-
Round 2. Get ready. Fight.
My real name is Nathan. That's about as much as I'm willing to give out for obvious reasons, but yes. I think I may have mentioned it before or not. Actually, if you watch my videos where I have footage of fighting game endings, you'll have noticed that when it asks for me to put in my initial, it's always NAT because obviously first 3 letters of Nathan. So yeah, now you know.
Feeling's growing stronger already.
I took a little food tour around here recently. Just relax and leave everything to me, dude. I got this. Dong Hwan insists with an air of false confidence. Despite this, he's already dragged Jae Hoon to the airport, the station, and other random parts of town by this point. No matter how much they search, they can't find the park where the Rabbit Cafe had supposedly opened recently. You have no idea where you're going, do you? Huh? No way. I have a concept. I have a concept of a plan. I have a concept of where we're going. The two argue back and forth as they enter the harbour. Dong Hwan's concept leads them straight to an expansive view of the ocean. Hang on. Jae Hoon wordlessly snatches the map from Dong Hwan. Huh? Jae Hoon tilts his head, scrutinizing. After a few minutes of silence, he sighs. Dong Hwan, you've been looking at it upside down. Oh, I must be tired. Late nights, you know. You know how it is. Sorry. He gestures apologetically for the second time that day. Jae Hoon smiles. Don't worry about it. I figured out where we need to go. Just follow me. Aw, Jae Hoon. Dong Hwan gratefully yet unapologetically slings his arm around his brother's shoulders for a hug. Hey, get off me. You're heavy. Just fat shaming his brother. Yeah, I got plans to play Tatsunoko vs. Capcom for a video I'm making. But it'll be a while before I get around to it. But I've tried it a bit because I managed to emulate it on my laptop, and it's fun, weird, but when I say weird, it's different from what I'm normally used to. But I need to like properly have a go at it. But it's a very fun game, just from the little bit I played of it. But like I'll be going through it to get some footage for it, probably in a couple of weeks or months, probably months knowing me. But yeah, very very cool game. Alex is really cool in that game. As the brothers make their way to the park, they enter a busy street filled with pedestrians. Huh, this looks like some sort of main thoroughfare. I don't think I've been here before. Jae Hoon's head is practically on a swivel as he tries to take in all the unfamiliar buildings and surroundings. Something tells me I have, but it's all kind of vague. There's some sort of shady hideout around here, I think. Sure enough, someone watches them from the shadows of a building. Huh, they don't look too... I'll try again. Huh, they don't look too familiar with these parts. The man lifts up something nearly his own size and leaps out in front of the brothers. Hey, you two, have a look at this. He displays an enormous framed painting to Jae Hoon and Dong Hwan. That's right, it's my newest masterpiece, a true work of art. Isn't it beautiful? Beautiful enough to buy, you might say. He aggressively pushes the painting at the brothers. Yo, hold up, who's in this painting anyway? You have any idea, Jae Hoon? It must be a historical figure. Wait, I know, it's just some guy. Jae Hoon answers bluntly as he stares down the dubious seller. What are you insinuating? I'll have you know that I devote myself to my craft. I paint a new piece every single day. And well, damn it, you're trying to make me look like an idiot. The man raises his fists and charges at Jae Hoon. Whew, you're not leaving me a choice. With that, the Taekwondo specialist takes a stance and steels himself for the scuffle to come. It's cool in the game getting some more characters from its own universe because basically everyone is decades long impossible. Yeah, no, it's true. That was one of the things where it's like, it was cool to get Chun-Li and Ken in this game, but I remember feeling like after Chun-Li's story stuff, I was like, I'm kind of like, I'm kind of good with the crossover stuff now. Like, it was cool in Street Fighter and in City of the Wolves, but like, I'm kind of over it now, so it's like, it's been good to get back to like, you know, Mr. Big and now Jae Hoon, and then obviously we'll be getting Geese and Blue Mary and Krauser, looking forward to them. And obviously there's likely only going to be one guest in Season 2, which is Kenshiro, which like, not a character at all I ever would have thought would have been in this game, but like, you know, nor is it a character I'm like super hyped for. I'm more hyped for what's probably going to be Ryo or Mr. Karate 2. But like Kenshiro will be fun, and like I'm glad it's just the one. Yeah, just some guy. That was a funny one. Yep, let's go. But yeah, it's good when it's like you get characters, especially for you know someone like Jae Hoon, where it's like this is actually like his second game. Like this is only the second game he's ever been playable in. Like he's only ever been playable in Mark of the Wolves, and now this game, and it's like, which is crazy to me that like it's taken this long for him to be playable in like another game. So it's really cool to like get him back and like interacting and doing all that stuff, you know. It's really cool. Makes me hope I know Freeman wasn't in the data mines, but like I really hope they change their mind and like do Freeman at some point. I know it's likely there's like another guest character in the data mines, but like I would gladly swap out whoever that guest character is for Freeman, because it'd be such a shame if Freeman doesn't get in this game. Like, Grant, it'd be a shame for Grant as well, but like at least Grant's kind of there spiritually through Vox, but like Freeman just has nothing. Like there's nothing that represents, you know, Freeman. So, and his redesign in the story mode was sick. Like genuinely looked really really cool. So it'd be such a shame if they don't bring him back. Yeah, no, like I do think Kenshiro fits. It'd be funny because it's like I just wonder what the explanation is, like how they're going to explain him being in Southtown. But it'd be funny if like Southtown's like such a shithole that like he just doesn't realize it's not like he's in the city, that it's just like, oh, we know that actually I'm not in a post. I'll try again. Like I'm not in a post-apocalyptic world. Like the city's just a shithole. Like I think that'd be pretty funny if they do it like that. Jae Hoon's high kick gives the man serious airtime. He falls back to the ground with a grunt, then groans. Jae Hoon marches up to him as he lies there dazed. Nothing worse than a pushy salesman. Evil must be punished. He speaks with clenched fists and righteous conviction. And then, sob. The man unexpectedly bursts into tears. My art. Oh man, Jae Hoon, you made him cry. Hey, how's it going? Oh man, you made him cry. Exasperated, Don Juan approaches the two. At last, my art, it finally... Finally what? What's wrong? It finally looks like a person. You said so yourself, that it looks like a guy, not just a blob. A painting a day, it really worked. Thank you to the both of you. Whether from exhaustion, whether from exhaustion or satisfaction, the man passes out. What should we do, Don Juan? As the brothers mull over the situation, men in similar suits pass by. Hey, isn't that him? What the hell is he doing collapsed in a place like this? She even threw his art on the ground here. Guess we'll have to just take them back, him and his painting both. Sorry, but who's this in the painting? Jae Hoon can't help but ask. This? Mr. Geese Howard himself, obviously. Random painter NPC, yeah. What the? After the men in suits leave, hang on, I'm just gonna... Because I think this is probably like the closest quality of Jae Hoon's render there I'm gonna get. So I just wanted to take a screenshot of it. After the men in suits leave, the brothers try to recall everything they know about Geese Howard, what their father told them, pictures they'd seen of him and the like. Was that really meant to be the same guy? Oh, 100%. I think anybody could have, like, honestly, my dog could have made a better, trailer than that AI piece of shit trailer they did. Despite their strange encounter of the suited kind, the brothers eventually find the park with the rabbit cafe. As expected, the cafe is filled with fluffy bunnies, wandering and hopping about as they please. Jae Hoon looks around in wonder at all of the cute little animals, his eyes sparkling. Whoa. No. The rabbit's peculiar purr is a sign that it appreciates his attention. Yeah, they would have been... I think because obviously... I think they first show up... I think canonically... I say canonically. I think the first game they appear in, I think, is Fatal Fury Special? Because I think in the original version of... Because in Fatal Fury 2, they don't appear on Kim's... They don't appear on Kim's stage, but I think in updated versions of Fatal Fury 2, like Fatal Fury Special, I think they're in the background. So I think that's the first appearances in the stage in Fatal Fury 2, where obviously they're kids. But they don't appear like in the game like properly until I think Real Bout, when they show up in Kim's like outros, where they show up to like celebrate with him because he's won the match. But I think I can't remember the ages, so I'll probably get this wrong. But I think it's only like they're only like 8, 9 years old, roughly, like around about that age, like maybe like 9 or 10 years old. So they were definitely too young to know like the ins and outs of what Geese was like and what he did, but they probably had like a rough idea what it was like when he was alive. More rabbits gather around Jae Hoon, perking up their ears and hopping about happily. Jae Hoon's cheeks are flushed with excitement at being surrounded by cuddly furry friends. Oh boy. Dong Hwan sighs as he watches his younger brother delight in the cafe. Jae Hoon gently brings his face close to the rabbit on his lap. Its soft fur brushes against his cheek warmly. So cute. Do you want to try it too, Dong Hwan? The smile on Jae Hoon's face is one of pure joy. Oh man, this is so sweet. Sure. Whoa, it's so little. Nice to see him happy outside of practice for once. As the brothers enjoy their time with the rabbits, they suddenly hear a loud crash from outside. Well, oh sorry, those we folded it. I think he said, "What was that?" Yeah, it's cool that they do show up. I might be wrong, but I don't think they're named in any of the earlier games. Like before, I think they were given names in Mark of the Wolves. I think that was the first time they given like proper identities. I think prior to that, they were literally just Kim's kids or Kim's sons. I could be completely wrong on that. There's probably some book from like 1994 or something that's entirely in Japanese that never released outside of never released outside Japan, that just gives full details of their whole backstory before they were playable in Mark of the Wolves. But it is cool that they showed up, you know, prior to that, like that they had like a presence in the series before they showed up in Mark of the Wolves. Like it wasn't just a sudden like, oh by the way, Kim just suddenly has 2 kids who are like in their like 20s. Which one's this? Weird. Yeah, no, totally. Yeah, they definitely wouldn't have been old enough to know what Geese was like really doing. But they may have like had an idea of like that he was a bad person or something like that. Kim probably told them, you know, Geese is an evil person. Yeah, that'd be funny to make him some shit posts. That'd be funny. Said it NPCs like Sophia's kids in Soul Calibur. Yeah, kind of something like that. Yeah. I always like it when like characters who are like referenced in older works end up being playable in new ones. Like, I always thought it was really cool when they made Laura playable in Street Fighter Five. Cause that was like early in like the days when I was really like properly getting into like Street Fighter 3 like lore and like what's the word, supplemental material, like different books from Japan and all that like obviously never released in English. And I had no idea that that Sean having a brother and sister was something that was like previously mentioned. I just realized I'm still wearing headphones. I don't need to wear them. My ears were starting to get hot, and I'm like, oh, I don't actually need to wear these headphones at the moment. I had no idea Laura was like an actual. Well, I say Laura, like Sean having siblings was something that like actually was from like some of his like Street Fighter 3 like supplemental material stuff, like books and stuff. Well, I actually have the book where they're mentioned. But obviously, like the character of Laura, or what I think it was Laura. The character of Laura, like who she was, the name and all that, like that didn't come until Street Fighter 5. But it was as simple as like this character, like Sean had a sister and a brother, and then Street Fighter 5, all those years later, were like, okay, yeah, and like this is the sister. It's I mean, kind of like I was saying, like it's thought out in the sense of like it was just backstory for Sean to kind of flesh him out, like, oh, you know, this is his family. It's not like in depth or anything. It's just like he has a brother and sister. It's like a really short sentence in like a book that like never came out outside of Japan, but like it's one of those things where it's like later developers at Capcom, specifically the Street Fighter 5 developers, were like, because I think Nakayama talked about it in a book, in like a Street Fighter 5 book, where he was like, they wanted to make a character from Brazil that wasn't Blanca, so they were like, oh, you know, we'll make like a new like Brazilian jiu-jitsu fighter. And I think that was when they were like, when they decided that, they were like, we have to make this Sean's sister. Like they just were like, you know, we kind of feel like this is the best way to go about using this concept, is to take this old thing that was written years ago in an old book, and we'll just flesh that out and to make it, you know, this whole thing. So like Laura, the character we got in Street Fighter 5, wasn't, you know, created back in 1997 or whatever, but like the idea of him having a sister came from then. So, but there's loads of cool stuff like that. Yeah, there's just tons of stuff like that. It's just across fighting games as a whole, not just Street Fighter. It's always really cool. Everyone in the cafe peers over to see what the commotion is. What they find is two men brawling, one in a martial arts uniform and the other in a suit. This is going to be Marco. So that's what it was. Still, who in their right mind would want to fight in a place like this? Jae Hoon wastes no time in breaking the men apart. Stop, you shouldn't be starting fights here. Who the hell asked you, punk? Get lost. Oh no, it's just a random guy. Yeah, this beef is between me and him. Sheesh, so what are you beefing over? The martial artist glowers at Dongwon for a moment, then forcefully points at the ground. Look what happened. A cone of vanilla ice cream lies sadly smushed on the ground. Environmental storytelling at its finest. The writing for this one has been really good, actually. Like, it's been really clever with the humor. Like, it's really, really good. It's not just some random ice cream either. They only sell it at this park in limited quantities, mind you. Hey, you bumped into me. Look at my suit. It's got vanilla and waffle all over it. And it's not coming off, is it? You owe me an apology, big time. Infuriated again, he lashes out at the martial artist. Caught off guard, they both crash into a table behind him. Dude, is that seriously what this is all about? There are tables and chairs all over the place. If we don't stop them, some innocent bystander's going to get hurt. I won't allow you to disturb the peace here. No misdeed in public will go unpunished. Jae Hoon strides towards the fighting men, fist clenched. Here we go, now they've done it. Dong Hwan mutters dryly.
No matter the opponent, I will always give 100%.
Round one. Get ready. Fight.
Thanks for keeping me accountable. That's a true friend.
Rabbit Cafe just turned me on. Oh yeah, why not, to be honest. Might as well. Jae Hoon sends both men flying through the air and along the ground with an impressive kick. After a few moments they sit up groggily, nursing their bruised arms and egos. Have I finally gotten through to you? Now apologise to each other. Make up with a handshake. Jae Hoon smiles and... that was my headphones. Jae Hoon smiles and grabs both of their hands, forcing them into the semblance of a truce. I love this. This is so funny. I'm sorry, I'll be more careful next time. I'm sorry too, I can just grab an ice cream again later. An excellent handshake and an excellent apology. Now no more fighting, you hear? I mean it. Oh, this is so... I love this character so much, man. Don't worry everyone, nothing to see here. He waves his hand for everyone watching nearby, signaling that the danger is over. Check out Mr. Responsible over here. Sometimes hard to believe we're brothers. I guess there are some things about him that never change. A smile crosses his face. There, all taken care of. What's up, Dong Hwan? Jae Hoon is a little taken aback. His brother seems to be smiling at him for no apparent reason. Oh, nothing. Now let's get back to them now let's get back to them bunnies. Huh, good idea. With the disturbance settled, the onlookers head back inside the cafe. Dong Hwan and Jae Hoon sit back down on the carpet. And then... some rabbits come up to them once again, brushing against them and hopping about. Oh, did you miss us while we were gone? Huh, you look so happy now, thank you. Smiling, Jae Hoon pets rabbits on either side of him. Here, Jae Hoon, staff said it's a thank you for coming to the rescue earlier. Dong Hwan passes something to him. It's an assortment of dried fruits, apples, bananas, and other sweet treats that rabbits love. Jae Hoon hands some to one nearby, and it excitedly nibbles away. You like it? Take your time eating it, no rush. There is a kindness in his voice, his eyes shine softly. Purrs. The gentle Jae Hoon and the happy rabbits create an infinitely cozy vibe. Gah, it's all so sugary sweet, I almost want to gag. The warm fuzzy atmosphere is starting to cloy at the Taekwondo hotshot. Guess it was me who brought him though. Here Dong Hwan, give one a treat, they're so cute. Jae Hoon smiles as his brother complies. Man, wish I was staring into the eyes of a cute girl or something instead. You too, right little guy? Dong Hwan gently pets the bunny, hoping for a sliver of empathy. Fine rock. Aboard Dong Hwan has just about had enough of rabbits for one day when, to his relief, he spots someone familiar outside the window. The bold red on his jacket is unmistakable. It's Rock. Dong Hwan passes the rest of his... Sorry, I'll try again. Dong Hwan passes the rest of his treats to Jae Hoon and hurries after him. Hey Rock, wait up. Dong Hwan, what are you doing here? It's not exactly the sort of place Rock expects to see him. Oh, I came with my brother. Huh, never figured you were the bunny type. The more you know, I guess. No, not me, it's Jae Hoon. He's the one who loves them. What about you, though? What brings you over? Me? I don't know. I'm just here to relax a little. It's always good to reconnect with nature. Dong Hwan stares blankly at him for a few moments, then puts a hand on his forehead and shakes his head. Dude, we've got to get you a girlfriend. Oh, so funny. Huh? No, I'm good. I don't need one. That's amazing. Dong Hwan, there you are. Oh, hello, Rock. Oh, sorry. Oh, hello. Rock, right? Long time no see. Dong Hwan eyes them both for a moment, then nods approvingly. Alright, folks, ring the bell. I smell a slobber knocker. Huh? Truth be told, Jae Hoon and Rock haven't fought since the previous KOF tournament, and the former is by no means averse to squaring up again. Though Dong Hwan has all but sprung out on those actually involved, the opportunity is one that Jae Hoon decides to capitalise on. Fucking hell. He's right, it's the perfect chance. I'd love to face you again. Whoa, hang on a sec. Dong Hwan, can you... Rock attempts to appeal the sudden turn of events, but Jae Hoon has already launched a kick in his direction. Hey, fine, if you insist.
Your help, I can do anything.
Yeah, 100%. I think maybe after this game, he probably has like sorted himself out enough to probably get one. But yeah, like Mark of the Wolves and before this game or during this game, probably not. But if my memory's right, I feel like this game was really starting to like, or really trying to like ship Rock with Hotaru like pretty hard. Which I'm not against. It's just never a ship I thought about for them, for either character really. But I guess it kind of makes sense. Criminal sperm by the name of Geese Howard. My mom's younger brother carried on in his stead. And I was also going to raise my father. So yeah, no, Rock's had he's had a rough one, definitely.
Eela's growing stronger already.
Oh, no, you're it again. Oh man, damn it! Huh, whew, that was some fight. Jae Hoon had just managed to dodge Rock's hard edge, striking back with a trademark Hangetsu Zan. Tell me about it. You're even stronger than before. Good stuff, man. Ah, I can still do better. Dong Hwan beats me all the time. Where is he anyway? He surveys the surroundings, but his brother is nowhere in sight, despite being the one who engineered the scuffle in the first place. Honestly, that guy is always up to something. Anyway, Rock, are you busy or anything right now? No, not really. A little while later. It's kind of cute he's taking him to pet the rabbits. I love that. The best thing is we can just stay here and relax with them until the set time for our session is up. I need fan art of these two playing with rabbits right now. Like, I need it right now. Great, look how fluffy it is too. Just hangs out on your lap, doing its thing. Rock pets the rabbit gently, a soft smile on his face. Before long, the two of them are surrounded by a sea of snuggly bunnies, hopping about to their heart's content. Huh, they like you more than my brother. I bet it's because they can sense a pure heart. You really think so? The army of rabbits. It's as if the rabbits agree with what Jae Hoon says. Though startled at first, the sight and sound of it all is enough to put a genuine smile on Rock's face. That's really nice. Brotherly bout. Nice. You beat the Central City area boss. Oh, that's a nice one. I like that one. Man, the way Rock dodged Jae Hoon's kick like that and then threw in a rising tackle was so hype. Still, no battle or bunny can hold a candle to the company of a nice girl. Hell no. To his credit, Dong Hwan diligently watched things go down between his brother and Rock, for a time. But partway through the shenanigans, he decided to slip away. Now here he was strolling through Second South, and of course a solo trip in these parts means only one thing. I need to get me some grub. With hands linked casually behind his head, he hums a cheerful tune and heads for the local market. Huh? Could it be? Meanwhile, with their allotted time at the Rabbit Cafe now up, Jae Hoon and Rock find themselves back outside. Never realised rabbits were so cute and fluffy. I could have stayed even longer, I guess. Really? If that's the case, how about this? Jae Hoon pulls out a map and points to his planned destination, the zoo. As they head over, Jae Hoon decides to ask something that has been eating away at him. You know, Rock, I try to follow my father's footsteps, carry out justice as best I can, just like him. But Dongwon always says I'm too serious for my own good. Do you think he's right? I mean, everybody's different, I suppose. Nothing wrong with sticking to your guns, right? I want to be strong, sure, no question there. But justice, to me, it's kind of complicated. Because it's not always the right way, you know? At least in my view. May sound weird to you, though. Might just be on account of the people around me, though. Now at least. Rock speaks with a strained, bitter smile. The exchange reminds Jae Hoon of something he once heard. Don't forget, justice is easily twisted. Yes, they're referencing Jae Hoon's ending from Mark of the Wolves when he met Kine. Nice. Those were the exact words as he remembered them. Justice is easily twisted. Huh? You say something? Jae Hoon shakes his head and brushes off Rock's concern. Nice. I was wondering if they were going to acknowledge if Jae Hoon actually met Kine or not. At the end of Garo. I wish SF6 had a book like this. I want fluffy stories. What were you going about? Yeah, I don't know. It's weird. The one thing I feel about... to be honest, I don't mind playing episodes of Southtown casually because I can just put on like a YouTube video or a podcast or something while I play. But when I do it like this, like I have to like actually concentrate and like obviously I have to read the dialogue as it's going across because otherwise for you guys it's just silence for like 5 minutes as I read through everything in my head. And it's one of those things where it's like I think watching somebody else play, it's just not that interesting. Personally, for me. I also feel like if you're not a fan of the character, you're not invested in what's going on, and like, for example, if I didn't like Jae Hoon, this would be shit. Like, I wouldn't be interested in this, because if I just didn't care about Jae Hoon, like, this would mean nothing. Like, I just wouldn't be into this, but because I love Jae Hoon, and I love Dong Hwan, and I like Rock as well, like, I'm really enjoying this, but, like, I know it would be... Like, there's other ones where it's, like, I'm not as bothered about those characters, and I just didn't really care for them. Like, the Mr. Big one, for example, like, that one was all over the place for me, and I didn't really enjoy playing that one as much. It wasn't terrible, but I didn't love it. So it's that thing where it's like, I think the way Street Fighter 6 does it, I think is better for a game. I think it's more fun to play for, like, as a game. It's more enjoyable. But I think it's one of those things where it's like, I think if you could find a happy balance where you could have this much dialogue, you know, peppered throughout a mode, but it's not as boring as this one is to play. I think that would help. I think that would work a lot. I think, to be honest, the best way to go about it is probably Street Fighter 6 because you get the gameplay of World Tour, but then you also get the moments where the characters talk to you and like they go through their memories and stuff. But I think if anything, I would have liked more side quests that actually involved the characters, because there are some side quests in Street Fighter 6 World Tour where like the characters get involved and like you get a little bit out of them and stuff like that. Like I remember one of my favorite ones, to be honest, was Mai's, where she goes to fight Kimberly. Like that was a really cool one, and I really liked that one. But those are like very few and far between. Like a lot of the side quests, especially the base roster ones. Some of the base roster side quests are literally like go to this place, fight this person, or like press X on this object, mission complete. Like it's really basic, and you don't really get a lot of characterization. But some of the later ones you really did. So it's that kind of balance of like finding, you know, them kind of fine tuning it and finding a good balance. Because like, I really liked Viper's side quests where you go with her daughter. You do that side quest with her daughter. Like that was a really good one. That like fleshed out both characters really. But then I remember like one of Akuma's side quests was like fucking terrible. Like I hated doing that one, where you go like back and forth like four or five different times. That one I hated because it was just shit. It just wasn't fun at all. And like Akuma was like almost max level, so it was like all the fights were max level, so it was just miserable. So then I think there's a balance. I enjoy the little funny stories of this one, but again I think it just mainly just depends on like how invested you are in the characters anyway. Like for example, like I didn't care much for which one was it? Like, I think it was. I'm genuinely drawing a blank. Yeah, Joe's. Like, I didn't care much for Joe's. I don't hate Joe, but like, Joe's just not a character I'm like massively invested in. This character and personality and relationships. So like that one was like I just didn't really vibe with that one as much. Yeah, that's one thing I actually genuinely think this game does exceptionally well, is the conversations you get for going through episodes of Southtown. Like, they are really good, and I would love for something like that to be in Street Fighter 6, where like I think if you like do a bunch of the if you do a bunch of side quests and stuff like that, or you do all the bonds for World Tour and stuff like that. Oh, I just realised I'm being an idiot. I haven't done the Golden Fighter. Yeah, I would love something like that where it's like if you do a bunch of cutscenes, if you do a bunch of like side quests and like max out bonds and stuff like that, I would love it if you unlock conversations that the Street Fighter cast, like Street Fighter 6 cast had with other people. Like if I do Alex's World Tour stuff, like I'd love to unlock a conversation of just him and Luke talking, you know, or like Ryu and Ken having a conversation. Like that, I would love. I really wish they would do something like that. I know they probably won't. But that's one thing I definitely think City of the Wolves does a lot better with in terms of the characters. Is like having these characters like actually interact. I think is sorely needed for Street Fighter 6. But you know, whether or not we'll ever get that, I doubt it. Yeah, because I think overall that's probably the biggest issue that Street Fighter 6 has, is that like the characters are just their own little islands. You know, they don't barely ever really interact. Obviously, there's like sometimes they interact. Like I said, like the Mai one and all that. Like sometimes these characters will clash and interact, but like for the most part, the only time you'll get a character interacting is in the arcade modes, like as their rivals, like the rival fights, like which is really just. I mean, it's cool, but like that's like the most basic way you can do it is by having like these like really like basic like rival fights, but like, you know, because City of the Wolves does that, but then they also have like episodes of Southtown and the conversations where you get more from it. Yeah, no, yeah, that's the thing. It's a lot of people in the FGC are just like, oh, you know, who cares about fighting game stories? It's like a lot of people do, you know. I feel like the two, like people don't want to admit it, but like fighting game stories and stuff like that are so important to the overall experience that like every single person who says like, oh, fighting game stories don't they don't matter, who cares? Like, these are the same people who will be like, oh, I want to play Makoto, like I want to play as Sakura, like I want to play as this character because I like them, and it's like, well, you like them because they have a story. Like if Sakura played like Sakura, but she was just like a bland mannequin, like you wouldn't like her because there'd be nothing to her. But because her backstory is that she's a schoolgirl and, you know, is a fan of Ryu and stuff like that, you got invested in her and you ended up liking her, and then you ended up being, you know, or like all that stuff. But like liking how they play is the bonus, you know, unless you just purely see fighting games as just gameplay. And like there are definitely people like that, but I think that's such a just sad way of looking at things. You know? Yeah, 100% as well. And I think a lot of people don't realize is like the setting and the story are also like factors of how the rosters go. You know, like the rosters are like who makes it in the game, you know, is based on the story as well. Like Charlie Nash isn't in this game because he's dead. You know, and if it wasn't for the story, he could have been in this game. But because he died in Street Fighter V, he's not in this game. You know, and that's a fact that just matters. Like, the story mattered for that. Because if there was no story mode in Street Fighter V and thus Charlie didn't die, then he could have been in this game. You know? Oh, clutch that. Clutch that so bad. That was so good. Yeah, that's the thing. It's like, and there's so much depth in these things. So much, like, you just, and what really bugs me as well is, like, when you go back and, like, look at these, like, old, like, especially if you go back and look at old 90s fighting games, like, there's so many things that just get completely lost. That just get completely lost in the translation. Like, literally, like, things that about these characters that, like, little details that you never would have known if you didn't play, like, if you couldn't read Japanese. Like, this isn't just like just fighting games as well. Like, I have books for, like, other, like, games as well. Like, I have a bunch of, like, Resident Evil books from, like, that were released in the 90s for the original, like, first 3 games on PS1. And there's details in them that are, like, crazy, like, that really cool stuff. Like, one of my favorite ones was I actually included it in a video. Don't know if anybody's seen it, because I don't know how many people, like, of my regular, like, kind of viewers who watch my regular content. I don't know how often you guys watch the non-fighting game stuff, but when I did a video on Resident Evil 1 and, like, the horror of Resident Evil 1 and, like, talking about stars and, like, that whole stuff, I talked in that video, there was a segment where I kind of talked about this book, because there was this book I found, sorry, there was this book I'd found that was about, that was kind of like, it was kind of like a guide, like, introduction to like, Resident Evil 1, but, like, it was kind of presented as, like, sorry, there was like a guide, like, there was like a friendly walkthrough that didn't really go into too much detail about the story, that just kind of told you, like, what was in each room, but the whole thing is presented as, like, Jill and Chris's, like, reports, like, their, like, post Spencer Mansion, like, reports of what happened. So it's like them talking about, so for example, this, when it goes to the section, like, when it covers the section of the game that's based on the caves, like, the end part of the game, like, the page before it starts giving you all the maps and the item locations of the caves, it has a little segment from Jill that talks about that talks about basically, like, her report, but talks about what she went through in the caves, and talks about her, like, when she saw Enrico, and then Enrico got killed by Wesker, and how she felt bad because she couldn't save him in time. Stuff like that. I just blew my mind when I read it, because I never knew it existed. And, like, there's a one earlier from Chris where he talks about, like, you know, like, I'm doing this report because I've got to make sure that, like, Richard and Joseph and Forrest, like, their deaths didn't mean nothing. Like, I've got to do this so that, like, these people, like, nothing like this, like, happens again. Great characterization, completely lost to time in like a nearly 30-year-old book that is entirely in Japanese, that never got translated or, like, released outside. And it's stuff for everywhere. There's so much, like, hidden stuff in all these types of games that's just hidden, and it's such a shame. But, like, when you're able to find it, it's so good. Like, it's so satisfying reading it all. Yeah, no, like, yeah, back then, like, you had to do that. Like, you had to dig and, like, find the lore for yourself, because it's just, like, localizations of games back then were, like, the bare minimum. Like, you got the endings translated, you got wing quotes translated, like, that's it. You were lucky to get anything more than that. The pair passes by the station en route to the zoo. Jae Hoon makes sure to follow his map to a T as he guides Rock. Yeah, I'm doing alright with him. It's been a while since I played Fatal Fury City of the Wolves. Was since Mr. Big came out, so I'm still trying to like remember the systems and all that. And obviously it's been a while since I played Mark of the Wolves, so I'm trying to remember Jae Hoon stuff and obviously the new stuff they've done with him. But yeah, it's going alright. I'm definitely enjoying him a lot. He's definitely really fun. He will probably be my main in this game as well, unless someone comes along that I just enjoy playing as more, which isn't impossible. But we'll just have to see how it goes. We're almost there. This should be fun. Yeah, for real. I can't wait. Meanwhile, is that you, Dong Hwan? It is, right? Wow, what are the chances? Are you really talking to me, Hotaru? Is this a dream or just a hallucin... Whatever it was, he doesn't get a chance to finish. For he's suddenly interrupted by a leery Itakatsu lunging straight towards his flustered face. Whoa. Come on, you silly Martin. Hotaru pries... I'll try again. Hotaru pries Itakatsu off, giggling at the surprise attack. Sigh, like I haven't seen enough fur for one day already. Already? Ah, nothing. Anyway, it must have been fate that brought us here, so what do you say we... Unfortunately for him, another interruption. There'll be no date invite from Dong Hwan today. Dong Hwan, what are you doing over here? Yeah, there you are. Wait, Hotaru? Huh, Rock? Jae Hoon and Rock, Dong Hwan and Hotaru, an unusual gathering of individuals. We were just at a rabbit cafe. It was so good we decided the zoo would have to come next. Oh nice, I can totally see why. Animals have a way of soothing people. Yeah, you're telling me. Never knew rabbits were so cute. Man, and I'll try again. Man, and I never knew you had such a soft spot. Cute and fuzzy, huh? What's this world coming to? Anyway, mind if I tag along to the zoo too? If it doesn't mess up your plans or anything. It's just, you seem to be having so much fun. Makes me want to join right in. You too, yeah? Itakatsu? The young girl and her companion positively glow with happiness. Nice to see Itakatsu still doing great too. And of course, by all means, let's go. Jae Hoon gently pets the Martin, exuding the same warmth and kindness as when he was back in the cafe. Really, really are an adorable little guy, aren't you? This soft fluffiness is just so relaxing. Yeah, and he's got it in spades. Brother's not around it, Itakatsu. Wanna hop on Rock's head again? Team New Gen, yeah, man. Oh, can you imagine if they did like KOF, like Nest style 4-person teams, and this was a team? That'd actually be so cool. Team New Gen Fatal Fury. That'd be so cool. Donghorn watches them all fawn over the Martin, curious. Alright, count me in too, I guess. Can't be the odd one out now, can I? I like how it's an actual, like, squad. It's not just, like, Jae Hoon on his own, like, occasionally just running into people. Like, he's constantly just with people. I quite like that.
No matter the opponent, I will always give 100%.
Round one. Get ready. Fight. SPG.
Don't waste warming up, here I come.
Oh, there's still one more. Completely forgot. Oh no! Oh no! That was it. Yeah, it was 3. I completely forgot about the ninja girl because she went so quickly.
Thanks for keeping me accountable. That's a true friend. Let's go.
Round 1. Get ready. Fight SPT. Like this.
Let's go. I'm good.
SPT.
Let's go.
Jae Hoon wins. Round 2. Get ready. Fight SPT.
Come on, Jae Hoon.
Damn.
Now you're in for it. Try this.
Damn it, this isn't going well. Other fighting games do videos on them. Naming top 3 favorite styles, real or not, and why. Okay, that's an interesting one. Real or not. Damn, that's an interesting one. I've never actually really thought about it before, to be honest. Favorite styles. I assume you mean like fighting. Like, I'll try again. I assume you mean like fighting styles. I definitely think Taekwondo's up there. That's one I think is always cool. I like a lot of the Taekwondo characters. Obviously, Jae Hoon, Dong Hwan, Kim Kap Hwan. They're really cool. Jun Hoon as well. I even like Gang Il. You know, not a lot of people do, but I've always thought he got more shit, I guess, than he deserved. I think there were worse characters in 14 that debuted in that game. So I'd probably go Taekwondo. I think Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu is pretty cool. You can see the theme here. I don't know about a third one. My brain kind of goes to like Shotos, but like it's not the fighting style I like. I just like them because they're usually the ones that I just enjoy playing as more. But as a fighting style, it's a tough one. I'd probably go boxing, but like Dudley style boxing, not like Balrog style boxing. I know that probably that might not make sense, but I like the more kind of like sportsmanship style of boxing rather than just like just give each other concussions and brain damage type of boxing. There's probably not that much distinction between the two, but like I like how Dudley boxes more than I like how Ed and Balrog box. So yeah, I'll go with those 3: Taekwondo, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and boxing. But no, that's a really cool question. I've genuinely never thought about that before, really. With that, the 4 young fighters set off for the zoo. The vibe is decidedly light-hearted as they laugh and chatter away. Seriously though, I never would have pictured the 4 of us having a day at the zoo together. Me neither. I go a lot, but hardly ever in a group. Same. No objections here though. It's nice to get out like this once in a while. How's Idokatsu holding up? Do you mind if I pet him some more? No, go for it. He's all yours. Idokatsu clearly doesn't mind either. His eyes narrow with glee as Jae Hoon begins. He really is so soft. Got a fine coat of fur too. Otaru obviously takes good care of you. The grooming, the attention, it's all perfect. Here right now, Jae Hoon feels nothing but pleasantly content. Idokatsu's delighted presses his head against Jae Hoon's palm. It seems to be his way of asking for even more pets. Jae Hoon's gentle gaze, meanwhile, is worlds apart from the piercing one he shoots. Jae Hoon's gentle gaze, meanwhile, is worlds apart from the piercing one he shoots opponents in the arena. Let's see, Zeus should be around the corner, over there on the right. Rock double checks his map as he relays the information. Jae Hoon and Hotaru glance over as well, then nod in agreement. Yeah, looks like it. Whoa, hey. Without warning, Idokatsu leaps out of Jae-hoon's hand and onto Rock's head. Once there, he begins to tap his front paws fervently. Oh wow, the scent of all those animals must be getting him all worked up. Hey, take it easy, that tickles. The three of them laugh heartily among themselves, not a care in the world, just enjoying the moment. It's an endearing scene, one that would put a smile on just about anybody's face. Dongwon, for his part, is of course no exception. He stands back and watches as the innocent chaos unfolds. Oh man, look at them go, all happy and carefree, a little too naive for their own good, granted, but still. His smile, it seems, stems from very different emotion. Jin's Cosmo style, your mission. Yeah, no, to be honest, I didn't think about that. I don't know why, I didn't even, think about Tekken for some reason. My brain completely blanked on that. It's a weird one, because Jin's had just so many different types. I say so many. He's had two kind of very distinct fighting styles, like the Mishima style in 3 and Tag. And then 4 onwards, he had his, own thing. I don't know, it's definitely a cool fighting style. I definitely like it a lot, but it's never one that's specifically stood out to me. It's oh, that's really cool. I'd probably say Mishima style would probably stand out to me more. Because of the electric Godwind fist stuff and all that. So I think if I had to pick one of them, it would probably be Mishima style. Yeah, I don't mind it, to be honest. I just enjoy them all just hanging out. I'm sure there'll be conflict later because the final boss is gonna have to be the final boss. But I like how they're all just hanging out. It's just a nice vibe. You know, it's nice just to get something where it's everybody's just fighting each other for random reasons. As the group approaches the entrance to the zoo, some loiterers nearby rush over and block their path. The men in suits hunch over with their arms outstretched, moving from side to side in a strange manner. They look like they're protecting something or performing some bizarre interpretive dance. This seem fishy to anyone else? You bet, extremely fishy. The fishiest. Maybe even more than that for all we know. They could be planning something downright sinister. But that's where I come in. I'll put a stop to this evil right now. Jae Hoon clenches his fist and sprints towards the barricade of men. Bro, wait, don't give him the time of... And he's gone. Well, that was fast. Indeed, Jae Hoon doesn't waste any time. He calls out confidently to the men in the way. You there, what do you think you're doing? Yipes. One of them yelps in great surprise at the sudden attention. Nope, 3 bugs. This is going to be a fun one. In fact, they all look visibly rattled. Man, that guy needs to keep his voice down. I know, right? He even scared me too. Hey, you little devil. Wait, oh, it went that way. They whisper quietly to each other, all but ignoring Jae Hoon. Curious as to what has their attention, he scans the vicinity. That's when he sees it, a small bear cub, clearly anxious, frozen on the spot. The to and fro of the suited men suddenly makes perfect sense. They're trying to surround the cub and catch it. Hey, what are you trying to pull? Quiet, you, don't get in our way. Don't you realise how rare that species is? Exactly, they fetch a damn good price. So, stay out of our business. One man produces a knife from his breast pocket and swings it menacingly at Jae Hoon's face. But to his surprise, his would-be victim nonchalantly swats the attack away. Huh? You people are despicable. If you think I'll allow such evil to happen in front of my eyes, think again. Jae Hoon throws the knife wielder to the ground, prompting the other ruffians to charge him all at once. Don't worry, bro, I got you covered.
No matter the opponent, I will always give 100%.
Oh, my voice always gets proper knackered after all this talking when I do episodes of Southtown. Damn it. Yeah, true. There's always some generic NPC to start conflict in these episodes of Southtown. Damn it. I'm definitely having a lot of fun with Jae Hoon. He's really fun in this one. I'm just glad he's back. Like, I'm just glad they finally added him. It was rough for a while, especially with all the data mines when the game was coming out. You know, is he going to be in the game? Is he not going to be in the game? So I'm definitely glad he's finally here. Phew, evil must be punished. The fight is over and it's Jae Hoon who stands tall. The other thugs were caught in the interim by Dong Hwan and the rest. Dude, you good? Huh, stay still already, would you? Hotaru, can you handle that other one? On it, Rock. Thanks for all your help, everybody. Police have already been notified. After questioning the suited posse, the truth finally emerges. They're animal collectors who target rare species. I wonder if they're linked to those people I ran into before. If so, there's no way I would have been able to reason with them or anything anyway. Hey now, what's with all the doom and gloom? Come on, let's see that gorgeous smile of yours. Attempting to look suave, Dong Hwan reaches for Hotaru's shoulder, but is thwarted yet again. Not so fast. Sensing something amiss, they swiftly pry his hand away. Oh, come on, you guys got ESP or something? As the boys bicker, Hotaru's attention turns to the cub. Clearly abandoned and frightened, she cradles it tenderly. Don't worry, everything's going to be just fine. Before long, Rock walks over and lifts it out of her arms. Sure is heavy for just a cub. Better get him out of here, huh, Hotaru? Yeah, good idea. Too many cars around. It wouldn't be right to just leave it here. Oh boy, something tells me this won't end well. Come on, Dong Hwan, let's go. She gives him an earnest look, one that he simply can't refuse. Street Fighter's really have an advantage when it comes to generating riffraff for this company. Oh, 100%, yeah. That's always kind of been like, especially for Soul Calibur, that's always been one of its strongest, suits. Is it can literally just like, you need to make a character for a fight. Here's just press random 3 times on the character select. Character select in the character creator, and there you go. Here's the new NPC. But that's the beauty of it. That's why Soul Calibur's character creator is always really fun. They leave the cub in the safe hands of Zoo's staff and breathe a collective sigh of relief. Man, am I really going to spend all day surrounded by animals? I don't believe it. Huh, well, you're the one who invited me, so in a way it's on you. I'm loving every minute. Jae Hoon beams, his mind completely at ease. The Rabbit Cafe was your idea, Dong Hwan. Oh, sorry. The Rabbit Cafe was your idea, Dong Hwan? Well, that's a little strange. Excuse me? In what way, huh? He leans in, edging ever closer to Rock, and for once, he doesn't seem at all amused. I mean, strangely nice of you, yeah. Hey, what? That's even worse. I'm nice to everyone, right, Hotaru? Of course, a great big brother for sure. Exactly. You know me so well. Hands off at Dong Hwan, don't try anything funny. Jae Hoon's stern tone reminds the hotshot of their father. He steps back sheepishly, though still with a slight grin. Yeah, true. I mean, I would love it. I mean, I don't think every fighting game needs it, but like, I mean, it'd be really cool, to be honest, if like Mortal Kombat did it again. Try again. If Mortal Kombat did it again. There we go. Finally got my words right. Yeah, that'd be fun. I think that could work. Tekken maybe, I don't know, but yeah, I think there's some franchises where it could work really well, and then some where I just don't really think it's worth it. A typical friend and family moment, but one that is suddenly disturbed by a loud ruckus. Hey, getting a bit too cozy, don't you think? I'll try again. The rest of us don't want to put up with your crap. I'm sure as shit not doing that one. Oh. 3 Mossbergs. The voice bellows out from a line of brutish men nearby. They stare down the 4 zoogoers in typical intimidating fashion. We hear you dirtbags call the cops on our buddies. Why get in our business like that, huh? You got any idea who you're messing with? We'd be rolling in dough if you hadn't stolen that cub away from us. You got a problem there, punks? Wanna go? We can go. Bring it on. Fighting words indeed. The brutes look ready to exact revengeance at any time, but Jae Hoon glares back at them undeterred. Yeah, Injustice would be a really good one, actually. That's a really good shout. Your kind is nothing but pure evil, and when I see evil, I don't let it slide. Oh, big talk, I see that look in your eye. You must really mean it, huh? Previously. A direct viewpoint, direct to a fault. However, you, blinded by youth, may believe you are right. But is your belief correct? What do you mean? The memory hits Jae Hoon sharply, and suddenly, a conversation he once had with someone, a man. But he won't get distracted, not now. Shaking his head, he refocuses his attention on the goons before him. I know what I'm doing, and what I'm doing is right. Dongwon, Rock, you two hold down the fort. Hotaru, find somewhere to hide. I'm going to teach these evildoers a lesson. Come on, man, she can fight. Teach us a lesson? Ha, say your prayers, kid.
Round one. Get ready. Fight. SPG. Round two. Get ready. Fight.
Oh, it's just I'm just talking so much. I'm not used to really talking so much often, you know. So it's just like I'm just clearing my throat basically because it's just sore from all the talking because I'm narrating all the dialogue in this. Yeah, I'm fine. I think I'm fine at least. I don't feel ill. You can see them around me. That's really funny. Yeah.
Practice makes perfect.
Jae Hoon mows the ne'er-do-wells down with a decisive and devastating Hien Zan. He then turns with purpose to the rest waiting in the wings. The glint in his eyes is fierce enough to shrink their oversized egos. Geez, fine, you'll pay for this, you hear? Having said their predictable piece, they take off, dragging their fallen comrades away with them. You guys okay? Yeah, everything's fine. I didn't even break a sweat. You didn't think we were in any trouble against those losers, did you? No, but that doesn't mean I'm not allowed to worry. Alas, Jae Hoon allows himself to relax. A genuine smile returns to his face. You're always so kind, Hotaru. Thank you. Not hurt anywhere yourself, are you? Nope, all good here too. Sigh, what's a guy got to do to receive that kind of love and attention, huh? Perhaps now they can actually enjoy the zoo at least. But no wishful thinking. Zoo security is headed their way. Sorry, but we have to ask you to leave. A zoo isn't a place for trouble like this. Exactly. Everybody out, now. So near yet so far. Without the group's plans to enjoy a pleasant day at the zoo, thus comes to an abrupt, if not peaceful, end. How does anybody do anything in Southtown if they're all sick? The concept are. How is anybody supposed to do anything in Southtown if they always get into fights? It's like, you can't kick someone out for fighting, because everybody's fighting in this city. I love that one. That's a really, really nice one. Oh, the final area. The group ventures into East Island. As always, the map serves as a main point of reference. From the looks of things, a rabbit cafe has recently opened here too. Jae Hoon figures they may as well check it out, seeing as how they're already in the area. His companions agree, so off they go. Whoa, hey Idikatsu, that tickles, quit it. But the Martin continues to dart back and forth across Hotaru's shoulders all the same. Hey Hotaru, can I ask you a favour? Sure, what's up? Wow, sorry, wow, a request from Jae Hoon himself? You sure as hell don't see that every day. It's like I told you when we fought that one time. Idokatsu really is a cute little fellow. Think you could let me carry him for a bit? Aww. He looks at her with stern earnestness, like a challenger before a duel. Yet for all the build-up and gravitas, the request is surprisingly minor. It takes the girl aback as well, and it shows. After a short, confused pause, she simply chuckles. No need to be so formal about it, isn't that right, Idokatsu? Damn, you really love that furball. I basically had him shoved in my face before, and here you are asking for... Wow, that close? Lucky you. Hotaru can't help but smile at Jae Hoon's response. It was so immediate and yet still so sincere. Happy to oblige his awkward if not honest appeal, she passes her pet friend over to him, but accidentally brushes her hand against his while doing so. Ooh. The contact was only for the briefest of moments. Still, Jae Hoon reacts as if a surge of electricity had jolted his heart. You okay? Fine, come on, let's go. Martin in hand, he hurriedly turns away and shuffles to the front of the group. Damn, touched the girl once and fucking instantly fell in love. Rock's gonna get jealous. Alright. The last golden fighter. Hopefully this one doesn't take forever.
With your help, I can do anything.
Final round. Get ready. Fight. SPG.
Damn it.
Warming up. You're focused.
Yeah, true, yeah. I thought like they were gonna be like a bit more subtle. Like, sorry, I thought like people like they weren't gonna cotton on what Dong Hwan was trying to do. I thought they were like gonna be like, you know, oh, like Dong Hwan, why are you being weird? But I love how like Jae Hoon and Rock like immediately knew what Dong Hwan was gonna what Dong Hwan was trying to do. That was really funny. Damn it. Oh well. Damn it. Oh well.
Final round. Get ready. Fight. SPG.
Damn it. Oh well. Damn, two in a row and I still didn't get it. Damn, yeah. I lasted a lot longer on that than I thought I would. Sure, he's a woman as well, trying hard to get Sarah as well. Meanwhile, Jae Hoon and Rock both were like, yeah, I did notice that like they are quite alike, which is quite nice. I honestly feel like Rock and Jae Hoon would get along like really well, even like with Dong Hwan. Like this is a group of friends like I actually see like happening. Like I feel like this is a really believable group of friends. I think you could even throw like Hotaru, not Hotaru, damn it. You could throw Hokutomaru on here as well, and I think it would work really well. Even Preacher as well. Like I think you can make. I kind of like the idea of like all the young kids, like all like well, I say young kids, like all the like younger characters in Fatal Fury, like basically like, all the new gen like Mark of the Wolves type characters, obviously except for Freeman. I think they could all like genuinely be like really like close friends, like what's kind of happening here. Oh, come on. Nah. Yeah, I could really see those characters being like really close friends. Like the kind of the young generation of Fatal Fury. I think that'd be really cool. Well, there's still a chance for them to show up here, but I feel like the cast is already quite large for this one, so I don't know if they'll include them or not. Yeah, finally.
Feel us growing stronger already. Let's go.
Round one. Get ready. Fight. SPT.
So that's how we So that's how it is.
Round two. Get ready. Fight.
Damn, they're kicking my ass. Of course, I knew he was going to block that. Still did it anyway. Damn, can I like actually get a hit in, Joe? Holy shit, he's fucking kicking my ass. Yeah, I can't be bothered with that one. I always struggle on that one because it's a lot of like strong enemies and there's like tons of them. So I'm just gonna do some easy ones. Oh, that's not easy. Oh, they're all like. Oh, that one's not too bad.
No matter the opponent, I will always give 100%.
Round one. Get ready. Fight. SPT.
Oh, come on. Oh, you're kidding me, man. Yeah, I'm not doing good here.
Round two. Get ready. Fight. SPT.
surprised that connected. I thought I did it too early. Yeah, that was a really like. Is that actually Andy's player 2 color? I think it is because I remember the ginger hair. I always thought that one was like a pretty striking color for color palette for Andy.
Practice makes perfect. Let's go.
Final round. Get ready. Fight SPP.
Come on, Jae Hoon. You're focused.
Now you cut.
Jae Hoon wins.
All right. Thanks for keeping me accountable. That's a
As they continue to make their way to the Rabbit Cafe. So, how we doing over here, Jae Hoon? Dong-hwan moves in close, beaming mischievously. Oh, he spotted it straight away. For fleeting though it was, there was no mistaking it. His brother had blushed back there, and Dong-hwan noticed. Of course he did, brothers always notice. Jae Hoon buries his face in Idokatsu's fur, as if to hide away from prying eyes. Ah, I know what it is. You touched hands, or fingertips even. Oh, shucks. How about that? He's such the older dickhead brother. Just give it a rest. What do you know anyway? Dong-hwan sighs in dismay, then he grabs his brother's hand. Look, she's a pretty girl, okay? You gotta be the one to make the first move. Like this. Come here, Rock. Grinning, he uses his free hand to grab Rock's own. And just like that, Rock gets dragged into the conversation. Hey, what, holding hands and stuff? Like I know anything about that. Rock's face is the deepest of reds, even more than Jae Hoon's was. Oof, you dudes are so pure I can hardly see. I'm blind, blinded by the light. Faced with two cavemen, all Dong-hwan can do is sigh. Hotaru watches the boys in her own little world, trying unsuccessfully to understand their plight. Oh man, I'm really liking this one. It's really funny. The merry quartet finds itself at Sound Beach, where they're greeted by a glittering sea and the soothing sound of waves coming into shore. Anglers, yachtsmen, and harbour visitors fill the place as far as the eye can see, all for a day of fun in the sun. And then they spot it, the newly opened Rabbit Cafe nestled on a corner, bustling with curious onlookers and dedicated patrons alike. Seems popular. We'll have to wait a bit, I guess. Oh, sorry, I should really give Idokatsu back to you. All good, he enjoyed it anyway, didn't you, Idokatsu? Oh guys, hey, looks like we're up. The people before us decided to leave. Wow, lucky us. Definitely, let's go. Happily, they enter the cafe far earlier than expected, wasting no time in getting to know its furry residents. Listen to the little noise it makes. That means it's enjoying itself. One very happy bunny. They're so tiny. Look how they hop around. He strokes the velvety back of a bunny nearby. It seems just about as happy as he is. Yeah, oh man, when Blue Mary gets added, I know 100% Dong-hwan's gonna try and hit on her. There's something so soothing about them, not just rabbits, but all small animals. I think so too. Being cute sure helps, I guess. Though Idokatsu lay perched on his shoulders enjoying a short nap, her words are enough to make him spring right up in outraged protest. Oh, Idokatsu, you're the cutest of all, of course. Her attempts to quell the Martin's distress go nowhere, unfortunately. Idokatsu leaps down and scampers off, visibly upset. Someone's going to try and kidnap Idokatsu. Its target, the entrance to the cafe. Huh? Hey, wait! Quickly passing the rabbit in her lap to Rock, she gives chase. Oh no, I'll help too. A bewildered Rock receives his second extra rabbit, and Jae Hoon is out the door before he can even ask why. Hey, wait, guys! In the blink of an eye, Rock finds himself juggling a trifecta of happy hoppers. Whoa, back it up. Kevin will find a way to arrest his own cousin. Yeah, 100%. Kevin's, I don't know, he strikes me as a, like, 24/7 body cam off type of cop. He can hardly move at all now. To the rabbits, he is simply a source of entertainment and a place to peacefully nap. Don't worry, dude, it's a good look. Nobody crossed the bunny boss. Hell yeah. Gee, thanks. Real cool, man. Meanwhile, Jae Hoon and Hotaru finally find Idokatsu a ways out from the cafe. Breathing a sigh of relief, the latter calls out to him. Idokatsu, there you are. Wait, Hotaru, who's that? A pair of men stand before the Martin, all too deliberately, in fact. Their silent, stationary figures are unnerving to say the least. Quick, get behind me. Hey there, thanks for finding our little friend. Jae Hoon's voice at least gets their attention, for better or for worse, that is. Because now they stride ominously toward him, a menacing scowl fixed on each of their faces. Looking for a fight, are you? Alright then, I'll gladly be your opponent. Cool.
Round 1. Get ready. Fight.
Makes perfect.
Neither grunt is left standing after Jae Hoon throws a textbook Ryusei Raku into the mix. Huh? What's going on? What? What happened? They both seem dazed and confused. Jae Hoon offers a hand to help them get back up. Sorry for all that. Are you alright? One of the fallen foes lifts his head and accepts the assistance. Hotaro's eyes widen in surprise. Hey, I know you. The pair turns out to be the twin brothers that she encountered on a previous adventure. Probably from her EOST mode. Oh, it's you. Hey again. Yeah, we know you too. Sorry about all this. Martins are just too cute. We still can't help ourselves. Right, we figured a rabbit cafe would help at least. Let us be around some other kind of animals instead. I might be wrong, but is this the first time like a previous character, sorry, I said previous, like another character's EOST story, like it carries over into another one's? It's probably already happened before, but I feel like this is the first time they've done this. But then there it was again, a Martin. Can you believe it? Here of all places, and all after promising to stay away. My bad. Friends of yours, Hotaru? Not exactly. We had a little bit of a face-off. Didn't think we'd end up running into each other again, especially like this. Hey, nah, just forget it. It's our fault anyway. But from now on, no more Martins, pet or stray. That way nobody gets hurt. Win-win for everyone. With that, the twins hurry from the scene. A somewhat somber Hotaru watches as they disappear from view, then turns her attention to the still mystified Martin. Come on, let's get back to the others. She smiles warmly at her beloved Idokatsu, as if to hide the sadness away. Jae-hoon sees this and notes silently that she really is a sweet girl. Idokatsu abruptly leaps onto him and nuzzles his face. Perhaps it knew what he was thinking deep inside. With Idokatsu perched happily on Jae-hoon's shoulder, the four regroup. We're back. Idokatsu's okay. Wow, dude, look at you go. He gives his brother a friendly slap on the back. Hey, him? Oh, what's up? Hesitantly, he starts to whisper in Dong-hwan's ear. Eyes shining with glee, the hotshot hurries him along. He can't wait to hear the juicy revelation Jae-hoon has in store. You know, the fur on Idokatsu's belly, it's even softer than on his back. What? Dude, no, yeesh, I feel like an idiot now. Thought something nice went down with Hotaru. Blah. We had our hands full while you were gone, you know. Huh, looks like it. So sweet. The bunnies love you, Rock. Right, like a true rabbit whisperer. That's not the point. Huh? Hey, did you guys hear that? At Dong-hwan's insistence, they all fall quiet and listen carefully. Voices, rowdy ones, and they're getting closer. Oh, I yawned. The brouhaha eventually comes right up to the cafe's entrance, but something tells him it's not just a throng of excited patrons. Dong-hwan gets up and checks the situation outside. Sure enough, it's men in suits, shouting and causing a scene. The rabbit, hand it over now. Do it, or we'll trash the joint. Ugh, now what? The other three quickly join him. Some fellow patrons fill the group in. These men are collectors too. Rabbits specifically, of the rare and valuable kind. They pursue them relentlessly, clearing locations far and wide, and today it just so happens their sights are set on this very cafe. More of these maniacs. Meanies. Don't know why my brain read that as maniacs. Only one thing to do, huh? Yeah, show them they picked the wrong paradise. Exactly, nothing screams evil like greedy animal traders disturbing the peace. And evil, as I always say, must be punished. With that righteous battle cry emboldening them, they all charge. Who the hell are you guys? Stay out of this. The collectors get ready to brawl, their aggression successfully diverted.
Your help, I can do anything.
Oh. I need to stand up in a minute, my knees are starting to ache.
Round one. Get ready. Fight. No way.
Is that your best?
Robbing a bank with the Avengers inside. Yeah, literally. This is literally what's going on here. Damn, he's blocking all my shit. It's really annoying me. Nice.
Feel us growing stronger already.
Jae Hoon blasts the collectors back with a solid roundhouse. Are you guys okay over there? Fine, all done and dusted. Yeah, a real piece of cake. With peace and quiet restored, patrons trickle back into the cafe. One employee lingers oh wow, what the hell? One employee lingers anxious. Why am I on? One employee lingers anxiously by the entrance, though. Why I struggle with that, I don't know. Obviously, something must still be amiss. Are you all right there? Oh, definitely not. Those men had already snatched a dozen rabbits before they even caused a scene. I've looked everywhere, but we still can't find our babies. Maybe, hopefully, they were just scared by the ruckus and hid somewhere quiet. With that, the employee resumes their search. This is all my fault. I should have been more observant. Nah, man, there's 4 of us. We all have a part in this. That's right. Don't just blame yourself. Exactly. Come on, let's help look for them. Sounds good. Thanks, guys. I mean it. Their support warms Jae Hoon's heart. The group sees if cafe staff can help point them in the right direction. If they themselves were rabbits, where would they hide? Though some specific places are mentioned, they turn up neither hide nor hair. At a loss, they turn to members of the public, ask them if they've seen any runaway rabbits nearby. Oh yeah, quite a lot of them actually, and somehow they didn't seem like wild ones. It was back that way a bit. See that building? Right there. Thanks for the help. Come on, let's hurry. If these rabbits have gone to Geese Tower, I swear. The building mentioned was not in Geese Tower, for fuck's sake. Give me a break. No way those furry little guys would wind up in a place like this, right? I wouldn't be so sure. Hotaru recalls a particular bunch of stray martins that had done just that not too long ago. She shoots a quick, cautious glance at Rock. Rock catches both her gaze and the meaning behind it. After a brief moment, he awkwardly scratches his head. I mean, it's not like I go wild every single visit. It'll be alright this time. Probably. Hey, if there's some reason you'd rather not, don't worry. Dongwan and I can do it alone. Just wait here. I'll be fine. Besides, you might need our help in there. Safety in numbers, right? So let's all go together. Slowly and steadily, the quartet makes its way through the tower. Before they realise it, they've already reached the top floor. Rock has been here more times than he can count, but the air is still as suffocating as ever. He gazes around the floor with a sigh and spots someone altogether unexpected. Well now. Who's it going to be? Who's the final boss going to be of this one? Geese Tower, maybe Billy? Oh no, it should be Kine, because it keeps mentioning Kine, like the conversation he had with Kine in Mark of the Wolves, so I think it's going to be Kine. Yeah. The man smoothly directs his attention to the new arrivals. Great, lucky us. You. Ah, I know that face. It's been a good long while. Not that we were ever on such amicable terms, mind you. Jae Hoon recalls their exchange the last time they met. Indeed. A knowing silence fills the air. What you said that day has stuck with me ever since. Oh? Previously, Jae Hoon found himself staring down Kine at the Dark Palace, a large portrait of a beautiful woman adorned its lavish interior. But with the conversation that ensued, perhaps Kine had the last laugh. Life is... What are you babbling about? You don't want to face the undeniable reality? Very well, you'll see when I beat it into you. Those words have followed Jae Hoon like a spectre to this day. After all, they made him question the meaning of truth and of justice for the first time. Back in the present. You seemed so unsure of yourself the last time we met. Tell me, have you found the answers you seek? Or rather, the confidence to believe in that sense of justice you so fervently advocate? Yes. That was a multiple choice question, Jae Hoon. You can't just answer yes. He returns Kine's piercing gaze calmly, silently. The hint of a smile tugs at the young idealist's mouth. An unexpected yet welcome development. Very well, allow me to test your so-called justice then, here and now. Purple flames flicker to life in his right hand. Kine, don't. Before Rock even has a chance to finish, Dongwon places a firm hand on his shoulder. Stop. Let Jae Hoon handle this in his own way. What? No more second guessing. Get ready, Kine. There atop Geese Tower, a clash of crimson and purple flames, as if an unspoken promise, or rather destiny itself, wilted into being. Yeah, no, I really like Jae Hoon's story and ending in Mark of the Wolves, like specifically because of his interaction with Kine. So it's really cool that they've continued it here. damn it. Nice, fell right into my trap. Punished kind from the patches. Yeah, this is McDonald's cashier, okay, kind. Nice. That wasn't too bad. Yeah, especially getting an understanding of the percent of life. Yeah, no, totally. I think as well what I really like about the dynamic of Kine and Jae Hoon is that I feel like, especially at the end of Mark of the Wolves, when Jae Hoon like starts to question like, you know, is the justice that Kim Kap-Hwan instilled in him, is that the right justice? Is that the correct way to view justice? I think it's and I think it very much mirrors Kine. I feel like Kine and Jae Hoon are very similar, and I feel like the whole point of Jae Hoon's ending in Mark of the Wolves is that I think in that moment he was close to kind of going down the same path as Kine. And I think the only reason that stopped him was because Dong Hwan was there, and Dong Hwan kind of snapped him back into reality. And I think just having that familial person there, that sibling, that bond, that snapped him back into reality and go, okay, no, like, you know, I have confidence in myself and what I believe in, blah, blah, blah. And then he went on with his life. And it kind of makes me think, you know, if Dong Hwan wasn't there, Jae Hoon could have slipped into becoming someone like Kine. But it also makes me think, if Kine had someone like Dong Hwan, maybe he wouldn't have been as evil as he ended up being in Mark of the Wolves, and obviously less so in this game, but still. I think it's very interesting. It's a very interesting dynamic, and I like how they kind of give that window into, like, maybe if Marie didn't get swept off her feet by Geese and put into hiding, and she stuck around with Kine, maybe Kine wouldn't have ended up having the kind of viewpoints he did, and having the kind of outlook on life and justice and all that he did. I think it's very interesting. And it's something that doesn't really get talked about, but it's something I really appreciate a lot, and I think it's a very interesting dynamic between the two. The kind of what if, you know, what if Jae Hoon didn't have Dong Hwan, and what if Kine had Marie, you know? I think it's very interesting. It's one of the, like, you know, standouts of, you know, Mark of the Wolves to me. I think it's easily one of its, like, best endings, really. The duel is intense. Its combatants all but matched for strength. Only a split-second opening would determine the victor. In the end, Jae Hoon is the one to seize it, with a powerful yet precise Ho-Ho Kyaku. Yeah, don't look so surprised. Victory is yours. No more second-guessing. You said it yourself. Kine, Dong Hwan, Rock, and Otaru watch on in silence. The moment belongs solely to Jae Hoon and Kine. Their eyes meet, conveying more than words ever could. Previously, life is simply winning everyday battles, isn't it? Those who simply ride it out have no right to live. You were wrong, that's why I won. A direct viewpoint, direct to a fault. I'm pretty sure this is like the actual like direct like dialogue from Jae Hoon's original Mark of the Wolves ending, which is really cool. However, you, blinded by youth, may believe you are right. But is your belief correct? Don't forget, justice is easily twisted. Oh, wow. That's nice. Your eyes do not lie, Jae Hoon, nor does your fighting spirit. You've indeed become stronger. I always think about what you said. Asked my father and brother for advice too. In my haste, I've been wrong at times. I even thought of asking you the next time we met, if the occasion ever presented itself, that is. Kine continued to listen silently, never averting his gaze. Until today, I was still unsure, still full of hesitation. But fighting you finally made me realize something. Jae Jae Hoon takes a deep breath, steadying himself. I still don't have an answer for it, for the truth and justice you speak of. But what I do know is that when I see justice being twisted, I'll keep doing whatever I can to set things right. A wise answer, Jae Hoon. Wise indeed. Thank you, Kine. Kine extends his right hand and Jae Hoon shakes it firmly. You've won your own battle. I can see it in your eyes. The mark of one who has earned their right to truly live. There's nothing to thank me for. I was merely testing you. He chuckles, then shifts his gaze to the others. Now with that settled, I have places to be. Hotaru, Donghwan, Rock, until next time. With that he departs, his coat sweeping through the air. There isn't an ounce of hesitation in his silent gait. Jae Hoon bows deeply as he vanishes into the shadows. Sorry I had to go through all that. You're not hurt or anything, are you? Nope, not at all. He squats down suddenly. Oh, he was... okay. He squats down suddenly as if his pent-up exhaustion has finally taken its toll. Maybe I was out edge for longer than I thought. Sorry, Donghwan. Guess mentally I'm just not there yet. He shoots his brother a slightly awkward smile. Don't worry about that. You can't be strong all the time. Nobody can, not even Kine. Hotaru. Exactly. Right, Donghwan? Donghwan? Did anyone else hear that? Don't tell me it was a ghost or anything. Donghwan, over here. I know that voice. The group rushes over to where it came from. Oh, I got my fan art. But it's official art. Oh, I love that. There they find a certain wrestler face down with rabbits sitting and snoozing all over him. It's just T-Zoc. T-Zoc? Greetings, I'm glad fate has brought you here. What's all this? T-Zoc explains how he wound up covered in a bevy of bunnies. While jogging through East Island, he came upon a most dreadful sight. A group of rabbits, clearly terrified, huddled beside the road. Of course, no champion of justice can turn a blind eye to those in need, and so he rounded them all up and brought them here to the tower. It was the most appropriate refuge for the time being, in his view. Petting the adorable little animals helped put his mind at ease. Before he knew it, he had completely drifted off to sleep. Hence my current predicament. The thought of the gargantuan wrestler doing all that is so ridiculous, yet so utterly in character, that the group can't help but laugh. That's why you're my fave, buddy. A hero to all, no matter how big or small. I simply did what anybody else would, however. More like above and beyond, they're all so relaxed. No regular hero would have done all that for them. That's right, look at how happy they all are now. Yeah, for real. Oh, I know, everybody line up quick. Donghwan takes out his camera and positions it just right to get the perfect shot. Little forward rock, like here, whoa. Taking advantage of the moment, Idokatsu jumps onto Rock's shoulder. Oh, don't be bad, Idokatsu. Maybe I'm not as strong as I could be, but I'll get there. As long as my brother and my friends are with me, I know I will. Thanks for everything today, Donghwan. Rock, Hotaru, T-Zoc, you too. I hope Dad will let me skip practice just this once. Hurry up, Jae Hoon, sit down. Oh yeah, sorry. Come on over, little guy. Jae Hoon smiles his brightest smile of the day. The gratitude and hope in his heart is practically written all over his face. Ready for a heroic photo shoot. Say the word. Cut it out, Idokatsu. That tickles again. Don't worry, Rock. You'll get used to it. Alright, guys. Good to go? Ready when you are, Donghwan. A single photo of a gathering of friends. Humble though it may be, it's one that Jae Hoon will cherish forever and always. That was really nice. I really like that one. That was a really nice one. Nice and chill, you know, no big dramatics. No kind of convoluted way of getting everybody moving from A to B. It was just friends hanging out, and Jae Hoon got some nice development. Nice conclusion, I think, to his ending from Mark of the Wolves and his clash and confrontation with Kine. That was really good. I definitely think it's one of those things, again, what I said earlier, where it's like, I think if you're not a fan of Jae Hoon, this one probably would have sucked. But considering, you know, I am such a big fan of Jae Hoon, I really like this one a lot. It was really fun. So I think what we shall do is have a look at the conversations, and then I will probably call it there. Nice. I think that's the other part of it. Cool. Shit, I shouldn't have backed out of that. Brotherly bout.
Yo, Jae Hoon. You seriously don't get tired of all this training?
No. You never know when you'll be faced with a real fight. Training keeps me ready for that.
That's what I don't get. I mean, sure, it's important to a certain degree. But there's such a thing as too much training, yeah? I think you're overdoing it, man. Working yourself silly.
I don't follow. What's silly about it? Maybe it's just me, but training doesn't just strengthen my body. It makes me feel more confident.
Confidence? That's the only reason you're doing this?
Well, have you ever let an opportunity slip by because you were nervous? Training makes it so that when those opportunities arise, I'm less likely to hesitate.
Huh. Gotcha. Well, when I see a chance, I sure as hell just go for it.
Oh, I forgot, Dad's coming.
What? Seriously? Then I'm getting out of here!
Exactly like he said. Saw his chance, and he took it.
That was nice. I love their relationship so much, man. Like, they're probably honestly my favorite, like, sibling duo or sibling relationship in fighting games that I can think of off the top of my head. I love Kim Dong-won and Kim Jae Hoon so much.
Look who it is. Jae Hoon. You training again?
Of course, Kevin. If criminals never rest, neither can justice.
Justice, huh? You know, watching you takes me back to when I first became a cop.
When you joined up with SWAT?
Nah, even earlier. When I first put on a uniform and started to walk the beat. I still feel the same now as I did then, but I don't know. I'm feeling extra pumped up. Tell me, what do you consider justice?
Making wrong things right.
Ha! Music to my ears. Simple. I like that. I'd say the same thing. You know, maybe I'll get back out on the streets again.
That's the spirit, Kevin. Once I finish up with my training, I'll do the same.
That was nice. Simple, but pretty decent one. Kind of wish there was another one. I think if I could have done one more, I would have done maybe something like I think Jae Hoon and Andy. I think might have been a cool one to kind of like that kind of like sibling kind of thing. Oh, sorry. No, the stream on my end's gone weird. I'm still streaming, aren't I? I think so. That's really weird. 2 seconds. I am still live. Yeah, sorry, that was really weird. I don't know what was happening there. The stream just went weird on my end. Yeah, I think something like Jae Hoon and Andy would have been a cool one. That kind of like younger brother, like the two younger brothers talking to each other. That could have been cool. But overall, yeah, that was really good. Really happy with Jae Hoon. Yeah, I'm just gonna wrap things up now. Really happy with Jae Hoon. I'm so happy he's finally in the game. Long awaited. Should have been in the base roster or earlier. Sorry, or season 1 or earlier or base roster. I'm just glad he's finally here. They did a great job with him. He looks fantastic. Plays really well. Really fun. I think they did a good job translating his moveset from Mark of the Wolves while, you know, keeping it fresh and adding new stuff. His arcade mode was pretty fun. It's a good characterization, good relationship stuff with Dong Hwan and stuff like that. His episodes of Southtown was really fun. Really enjoyed that one. Just nice and chill. Really cool vibes. Nice bit at the end with Kine to kind of harken back to his Mark of the Wolves ending. Overall, just really happy. I'm just so happy he's in the game. I'm glad he's finally here. I'll definitely play this game more often in my own personal time now that I've actually got like the character I really wanted in the game. I'll definitely bounce back and forth between him and Jae Hoon. But yeah, I think I'll probably leave things here. Nothing else I can really think of. I'm a bit on the fence, to be honest, about doing Geese, like streaming Geese next month, because on one hand, obviously it's cool, like Geese is cool and I'm glad they're doing him. But I saw that apparently he's not going to have an arcade mode because obviously he's dead, so he's not involved with the story, which I think makes total sense. But the only thing that seems to be doing is like he's just going to have an episode of Southtown, and like I don't know if I just want to come on and stream just to do an episode of Southtown, considering how kind of long and dull it can get sometimes. Like this one was fun because, like I said earlier, like I like Jae Hoon, so I was into it. I was invested. Like I enjoyed the the focus on Jae Hoon and all that. I like Geese, but I don't know if I like Geese that much, to kind of put up with a big episode of Southtown. But we'll see how it goes. See how I feel close to the time. It's probably going to be about a month away, so we'll see how it goes. But yeah, that's the only thing I can really think of for now. Between now and then, I will probably be still quiet on the channel. I'm still working on a big video, which is going to take a while, to be honest. It's a big one. I'm hoping it'll be worth it, but it's taking up a lot of my time, and I don't really have a lot of time to really work on it anyway. But it's a big one. Like it's a really big one. I'm talking. It's going to be like multiple hours long, but it'll be fun once it's done. I'm really looking forward to getting it all done. I will also be working on another video that will come out before then. It's about Alex, so I'm aiming to have it done before Alex comes out in March. I'm going to aim it around about maybe the week before or a couple of days before Alex comes out. So we'll see how it goes, but that's my current plan. So I'm kind of working on 2 videos at once, but one of them will be coming out sooner, the one about Alex. But yeah, until then, thank you everybody who came and hung out and chatted and all that. It was really fun. I enjoyed it. Like I said, I'll see how I feel next month. I'll see what they're doing for Geese. If they're doing a bit more special stuff to make up for him not having an arcade mode, then I'll probably come on and do a stream for him. Or I'll probably just do a stream anyway. I don't know if I might not finish his episode of Southtown, but we'll see how it goes. But yeah, until then, thank you all so much for watching. Super happy with Jae Hoon. I cannot just stress enough how happy I am. He's finally here. They did such a good job with him. Props to SNK. Super happy my guy's here. Yeah, that's all I can really say. So I'm not going to repeat myself anymore. Thank you all for watching, and I shall